too long. Pause.
How is a 4-hour pay-per-view too long? Then we do 2 nights of 4 hours each of Mania. I'm confused. I'm not even counting the pre-show. But it can't be a problem for AEW because what? Tony Khan caters to his fans. Only WWE ass kisses casuals and make it simple enough for y'all to understand. AEW has a fan base. It's no different than Griselda. They don't care what Drake is doing. They don't care what nobody else is doing. They got their own lane, and it's working. As you can see, they kicked out last weekend.
I think
I bet you they stopped scheduling Saturday Night Main events.
I'm not mad at a pay-per-view being 4 hours so long, but I will say on a Wednesday, three and a half hours, that's a stretch. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna watch from start to finish because I know the product gonna be lit. But dog, I gotta go to work.
First of all, AEW
if you love wrestling, if you love wrestling, you love wrestling. It's people that love sneakers. They sleep outside for them. If you love wrestling, what are you complaining about?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
I would complain about getting flipped. I would complain about getting 4 matches in 4 hours. That's what I'm gonna complain about.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna compare this either. What I will say is AEW is doing some amazing things. They've been having an amazing week, even from last week. From what was the pay-per-view? Saturday, Sunday? From the pay-per-view.
I thought you said a couple of years.
I mean, that's
true. I thought you said a couple of years. My bad.
I'm not to knock AEW.
They never said that.
Nah, but with all due respect, like, and I'm not gonna say I'm a WWE guy, AEW guy. I'm a pro wrestling guy. I don't expect them to fall off because they're still growing as a company. Like, you're still like not trying to be funny. AEW still is in a baby stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't really gotten to that decades, and we've been in business 15 years, 20 years. Is what it's been 7 years? 7, 8 years at this point. Like, you
2019. Yeah.
Yeah, like you haven't even hit double digits yet. So you're still growing. You're still building your identity as a wrestling company. You got some amazing talent helping you get there. But I really can't I'm not gonna compare it to a company or anybody. Like, it's just like AEW is his own thing. And yeah, it's been hot. Like, not a lot of companies start off and they have an MJF, right? Like, MJF has been there from the start. You got Darby Allin. You've been blessed to say I got Sting to help these younger generation of wrestlers. I got Chris Jericho help these younger generation of wrestlers. You got Kenny Omega. You got Will Ospreay. You got Kyle Fletcher. You really have some of the best talent, hands down, that you can have that are professional wrestlers. So, like, but you're still growing. You're still building your identity. A lot of people are still not familiar with the product of AEW, but I will tell those people, get familiar, because I don't think AEW going anywhere anytime soon, and they're gonna be here for a very long time.
Let's do it. Hold up, Nick. Are y'all hearing feedback? I'm hearing like some type of feedback.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too.
I don't hear that. I'm good.
I'm on the app though.
You said what?
Once I switch to the app instead of the browser, I don't be having no problems no more.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on. You want to?
I'm on the laptop. So.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop too.
Yeah.
You will. You might gotta just wipe your screen a little bit.
Oh, okay. Let me see. We'll see.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, that's better.
I got something on my shirt. Hold on, over you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's seriously, it's been a lit week though, man. It's been a lit week. I'm glad everybody. I feel like the content creators are getting on my nerves. I just started watching AEW for the first time, and you're lying. You're absolutely lying.
You can't listen, man.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that, and what it is just say that you relate to the party. Don't try to say like it's weird, man. It's kind of like a backhand compliment still that these people are still doing. That's my problem. It's like LeBron fans. You don't have to knock Jordan to praise LeBron. You don't have to knock AEW to like WWE, and that's my problem. Like y'all always find everybody try to little bro it, and they've been showing y'all since the start that they not no little bros. They not.
As a LeBron fan, speaking from a LeBron player, he's my personal greatest basketball player of all time. I know other people got other opinions, but I never knocked Jordan. Like I respect.
I'm not saying you, but most fans. That's the first thing they do. They knock Jordan to praise LeBron. That's LeBron's fan shtick.
Now we needed Jordan. We needed Jordan. We needed Kobe. We needed all those guys. We needed the Larry Bird.
You sound muffled.
What I felt I'm muffled?
Yeah.
Let me see. I didn't have the police who wanted to put that guy around their pile.
Yeah, I can't really hear you. But yeah, we I think wrestling is good right now. And it's something for everybody. But you know, my problem is the toxicity. So I noticed that a lot of the so-called legends that talk bad about AEW, at one point they wanted a job with AEW. I know that for a fact. And when it didn't happen, because TK is trying to do things differently, a lot of them go online and trash it. WWE can do the shittiest thing and they won't say nothing bad about it. And then the way I look at it with wrestling psychology, a lot of the fans are sheep. So if Eric Bischoff says that this product is bad, all of these sheep who don't think for themselves already are going to fall in line. And that hurts the product. My issue is this. It's something for everybody. You don't have to knock AEW to praise WWE. And with me thinking that way, I'm always on defense. Like I'm always on defense.
I'm gonna let you talk, Sean. Go ahead, respond to that, Sean. Come on.
He is on defense. He like the Pistons with Rasheed Wallace. Boy,
because I know some of these wrestlers in AEW. No. I know some. I personally know some of these wrestlers, and to see them go from the bingo hall to the main stage, they're not looking good in the loss. They're actually doing shit. So I have to defend a product that I know is good. I still like WWE, but it's shitty right now. It's been shitty for a long time. And the way that y'all defend it lets me know if y'all go to a restaurant and they fuck y'all food up, y'all just gonna take it. Y'all not even gonna send it back.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
It's the same thing. WWE shitty, and what y'all do? Y'all make it. Well, maybe it's because of this. Maybe it's because them niggas don't give a fuck about us. They don't. TK obviously does.
I had a good time at WrestleMania. I had a good time at Backlash.
They're always fun in person. Everything is fun in person. Everything. But it's when you're sitting at home and you watched it, y'all crowd that y'all enjoy, like WrestleMania, that crowd might have been lit there, but on TV it didn't translate. Of course it'd be lit during the
Night 2 was lit, bro.
But once
Night 2 was lit.
Night 2 wasn't lit. Roman and Jacob was lit. The crowd from home. I'm telling you, from home, the crowd didn't wake up until Roman came out. They didn't wake up until Roman came out.
Being at WrestleMania, night 1 and 2 was technically lit. I was lit. Like, I mean,
again, I'm happy to be here syndrome.
Wait a minute.
When you go on vacation, it's the best because you have vacation.
We going too far back. We supposed to be talking about Double or Nothing, and we going the rest of the way there.
My bad, y'all. Remember, y'all.
We here to celebrate what's going on in AEW. We're gonna get to WWE. We gave them a lot of time this week. We want to give them some more time, but I mean, Clash of Italy is this week, so we're gonna see what it is. But AEW Double or Nothing. This is Shaheem Reed. I'm here with Dip. He will. Big up to Nick 816. Big up to Ari. Big up to Spiff TV, who was just hanging out at dinner with Trick Williams. Happy birthday, Trick.
Yeah. Birthday Trick.
Let's get to. I think it was. I forget what day his birthday. No, his birthday was Monday. It wasn't the same day as the pay per view. The pay per view was on Sunday. AEW Double or Nothing, live from my hometown. It don't get no more hometown than this, Queens, New York. Started off. Well, before we get into the matches, Mick Foley was at the pre-show. What did y'all think of seeing Mick Foley? It was a little. I ain't gonna say it was sad, but it was like, damn. I feel like Mick Foley, even though he didn't start his career at WWE, I feel like he's
See what I mean, Dick? See what I mean, Dick? Go ahead, Si. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he didn't start his career at WWE, but you know, he's the biggest parts of his career is WWE. When he turned into a superstar, it was WWE. I feel like they should keep those guys for life, man. Like,
so Cactus Jack wasn't a star first. Why do you think they wanted to sign him? What are we talking about? Y'all be giving WWE credit for shit. God damn.
Cactus Jack wasn't. He was Cactus Jack. He was people in wrestling knew him, but he wasn't a mainstream icon. No, he was not. Not before Dirk.
Hold on, I want to interject here. I will say this. I'm not gonna say that's true. I can't say that's true.
Like Tyler Black was before Seth Rollins. Kevin Steen was before some. Like, what are we talking about? These people had. How you think WWE knew?
Were they household names outside of wrestling before they changed their names?
If you
No, because they didn't come from corporate entities.
Cactus Jack was. Cactus Jack was professional wrestler before he came to WWE.
Right.
What he did.
But I'm saying that when he got to WWE, that's when he became a superstar. New York Times bestseller. He's going on Regis and Kathy Lee. He became a mainstream superstar in WWE. He wasn't a mainstream superstar as Cactus Jack. He wasn't.
Okay.
I'm not saying he wasn't a wrestling superstar. I love Cactus Jack. Super Consequences of Mexico. Great matches with Vader and Sting and all of this. I'm very familiar. ECW.
Terry Funk.
But I'm saying WWE, that's when he became a mainstream superstar.
I can respect that. I'm not gonna argue
I respect that. I respect that. I'll take that.
The platform was bigger. The platform was bigger. He had the ability to be more than just a wrestler. He had the ability to be a GM. He had the ability to write books. Like, he had the machine behind him that allowed him to do things outside of taking, being in a wrestling match.
I agree with that. I give him that.
Yeah, so I give that to you. I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Nothing. One of the biggest matches of all time, him and Undertaker Hell in a Cell. Arguably the greatest, most talked about bump of all time, getting thrown off that top of the Hell in a Cell. So, and I'm not knocking him for being in AEW. Business is business, and I actually respect him, taking offense to some of the things that's going on with Donald Trump and not wanting to be in line with that. So, I don't have no beef with that, but I'm just saying it's like, he's one of them guys that's like, damn, I always thought that he would be there, for the rest. His career is over. Hopefully he doesn't wrestle again. But
he wasn't making WWE. He loves wrestling. He loves pro wrestling. He was in TNA. He was in.
I think it was a better fit for Mick being in AEW and what the product is in AEW than him being in any other wrestling promotion. I think in some of the talents, I think he sees himself into Darby Allin and things like that. Like, I really think he wants to be there to help get those guys over, right? I think he just wants to help mold that next generation of stars. I think MJF to learn a lot from him. I think Darby can learn a lot from. I think everybody on that roster from top to bottom can learn something from Mick Foley. I think even vets in the business come from Mick Foley. Like Mick Foley is Mick Foley. But I think it's fitting. I think it's fitting that he's in AEW, just knowing his career and knowing where AEW is at the company. I think they align perfectly.
I think he's gonna have a lot of fun there. I think he's definitely gonna have a lot of fun there. I can't, but I want to see him. I just felt like why is he not commentating the Edge and Christian I Quit match? Why is he not commentating the Darby Allin and MJF? I mean, like, this is a major superstar. There's no disrespect to the announce team that they have, but I mean, like, if you
Down there, how long you been there? How long you been there?
That was his first dance.
Yeah, they made the intro.
He's gonna do. Like, I think it's kind
He's
of
gonna.
let's figure out what you're gonna do. You said what?
They got a new pay-per-view in July. He's gonna be the host of that. He's gonna do all the pre-shows. I do think he's gonna get on. I mean, MJF kicked him in the nuts in the pre-show. He's gonna be, an on-screen character. What I do like is how AEW handles legends. So they're not gonna make him look bad. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what he does, he's gonna come out looking good. And let's be honest, man, if WWE wasn't so leaning into MAGA, he would still be there. Like that's it. They made a choice. They chose the money and not everybody's gonna just fall in line when you have options. So I mean that's it. That's what it comes to.
To me,
that's the only reason why he left his legends do.
But I feel as though just Mick Foley himself and just the product in what WWE is given and the product in which AEW is given, I think he aligns more with AEW. Even if you in the legends there, I don't think that WWE has a real spot for him to use him really in any on-screen type of thing because the product that they produce doesn't fit. Like it doesn't fit in anything that they're doing.
I think he could be a brilliant play-by-play guy, and that's not taking anything away again from.
I would like to see him and Excalibur together. I think that would be like for a wrestling nerd fan, like him and Excalibur on commentary would be great.
I mean, I want to see the reunion of him and Taz, and I want to see him and Danny Bryan just talk shop. I think that would be incredible. But it's a lot. Obviously he's going to be doing more than commentating, so we're gonna see. But I would have loved to just hear him talk about that, and we'll get into this first match. I Quit match for the tag team championships. FTR defended the belts against Edge and Christian. Wound up losing the belts. Christian, what did he put? Wheeler. He put Wheeler in the Scorpion Deathlock, and then Edge took the old Spike. And we're not talking about Spike Lee, but big up to Spike Lee cheering on the Knicks going to the finals. But Edge came and he had him in the croak face, and he took Spike with the nails in it and hit him in the head with it, and that was it. A lot of craziness in this match, man. What did you think, Dip?
I think the match has some crazy spots from start to finish. Beth putting them through the table, the spikes, putting them through the announce table, the smashing Christian hand with between the steps. I think the match is exciting. It just kept you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. It's definitely one of those matches that you would have liked to see a little bit of color in it. But New York said we're not having that, nor was they able to fight in the audience. So that's why you didn't really get nobody to go through the stands. But I think the match was good. Edge and Christian, you could tell that they're older in the game, but they still got a step or two. FTR is FTR. I feel as though once they're all said and done, they will go down as I'm gonna say the top 5 wrestling tag team of all time.
I'm with you on that.
FTR?
FTR finish as a top 5 wrestling tag team of all time when they hang up them when they leave their boots in the middle of the ring. FTR will be a top 5 tag team of all time on anybody's list. FTR work from across the promotion, from the indies, from WWE, from AEW. Their work is amazing. They literally work for anybody, and they look good.
That's
You know,
tough, man. Top
They like brain busters with personality.
yeah,
But
they top
I
5.
mean, you got the.
I say top 10. I'll give them top 10
I'm gonna give them
because it's a lot of top 5.
Cause I mean, like, damn, like
You got the
even if
Steiners.
you got the Steiners, the Road Warriors, you got the Usos, you got Harlem Heat, you got the Hardys, you got the Dudleys.
I'm gonna put
You
them
got
over the Rockets.
the Hart Foundation. You got the
And
Rockers.
to me, and I respect that, but I could give you, if we was to go ball for ball like a versus, you give me your best match from one of those tag teams that you named, and I give you one from FTR.
Then you got the Young Bucks too.
Yeah.
I respect it. But FTR, like,
Never
I would
get
say
my
this. I would say this. FTR has given you a classic match in every promotion that they work for.
I give you that. Yeah.
Every promotion that they work for, they're giving you a classic match. Yorkin won. Everyone.
Yeah.
They're good as individuals, and they're amazing as a tag team. Every promotion that they're giving you more than one classic match.
I give you that. I give you that.
And that's a whole other episode.
You know who has
We
it? The
we didn't
Lucha
even
Brothers.
mention New Day. We didn't mention New Day.
The Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, Lucha Brothers.
That's my current favorite tag team.
Man.
Oh,
So-
wait, they haven't wrestled in 2 years together. Wow.
The tag team that's not a tag team.
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if they was just promoting Ray Phoenix, but Penta is doing incredible things as a solo act. And, you know, I mean, Penta's double platinum right now is going solo, so
Yeah.
it's working for him. It's definitely working for him. One of the things that I love about this match with Edge and Christian, and I'm gonna get your take on it, was when they would bring the microphone to Christian and ask him, did he quit? And he
That was my
he's
point.
like, no, I banged. Oh, go ahead. Your mother said that.
Whatever you said about your mother, well, bang, I
buried your mother.
Something like that.
Oh man.
Like, yeah, but that's just Christian being Christian, yo. Like,
The Christian father angle. I'm saying this is the Christian's AEW run is his best of his career. I don't care what anybody say. It's his best run of his career. He like, even as a face, he's still a heel. And he's like, it's like Dennis and Mr. Wilson. I can't explain it. Like Dennis the Menace and Mr. Wilson, like their relationship is Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson. Christian and Jalen Brunson. I get like it's just it's a good match, man.
Edge is like his conscience, and it's actually it's also great to see Edge.
The odd couple.
The odd couple, man. Edge is like, because you know Edge could be an asshole too in his own right. He wants to use the laser tonight was fun.
Even tonight, like, I was started busting out laughing when he said about all those disposable cameras. I'm looking like a Christian just sitting there looking at him like, what the fuck is he doing? It's just that it balances it out. Like it balances it out. Like they're great together. And I'm glad
even the fact that, not to cut you off, even the fact that Christian doesn't even wrestle in wrestling gear, like he's wrestling in a
turtleneck.
Yeah.
It fits the character. It's like he don't smile. Like I want to see somebody break Christian, and I bet you they probably try every time, and it just doesn't.
Yeah, they probably try, but
I know, like it's a small detail, but you know my favorite part of the Christian and Edge FTR series is Beth Phoenix and Stoke. And I would like to see them have a one-on-one match.
Beth Phoenix and Stoke?
Yep.
They interfered in this match.
Yeah, I think that would be one of the funniest matches ever. And I would like to see Beth Phoenix take the win. That's the only way it could end, but
I was about to say you would like this. Beth Phoenix is doing
It was the only. It's the only way. Even though I'm not gonna hold you, if Big Stoke do win, you know how crazy funny that'll be going forward. Just like his promos and everything that he say is always gonna come back to "I beat your wife, I beat Beth." Like, is this Stoke is he's a character. He's a character.
hey, never forget,
Good.
he gave us "You Raggedy Bitch."
Yeah, like he's
Like
funny.
one of the funniest moments. When they turned the camera to Brian Daniels said, even he laughed. Like
Yeah.
that caught him off guard, man. And black people, we know where it came from. A lot of people don't know outside of us. That's why I was even funnier. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Stoke, man.
It feels like for all intents and purposes, the FTR Edge and I keep calling him Edge. Pardon me, Cope.
Adam, yeah.
Rated R Cope. Cope and Christian. It seems like that feud is over. I mean, it was the I Quit match. They quit. They lost the belts, and then tonight on Dynamite they got jumped.
I don't think feuds are ever really over in AEW. I think they just it's like a trap, branch off into something else, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure
That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it'll come back around at some point in time. But
What you thinking? Like a triple threat with the Bucks?
I think we're gonna see something special in London. Like, I really feel as though we're gonna see something special in London. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a title change hands, especially the tag team titles in London, and the lights go off, and you might see some familiar faces pop up.
I'm curious about the music. I'm curious about how they're going to do the music.
Earlier in the group chat, I'm curious about the name, the music. I'm curious about it all. But I'm telling you, I think if they go to AEW, that would be one of the scariest things in professional wrestling.
Who?
New Day.
Kofi and like if they go over there, I just think with everything that they have, not just in ring, it just like everything that comes with them will be very scary.
The video games.
Like I think that might be the piece that they need to really get them over, because AEW is great in wrestling, but I want to play as John Moxley in an AEW game that's not cartoonish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play in a realistic game. Like, I think that's a big way that fans connect with, the wrestling promotions that they like. I think that's one thing that WWE really do have a heads up in on everybody. They actually have a pretty decent wrestling game, right? That people play. I know I do.
Right? It's a great wrestling.
Yeah, so it's just like
it's a great game.
like you have to connect with your fans in that way. Like we need that. I need to play as Mox. I need to play as Will Ospreay. I need to play as Cloud Fletcher. Like, I need a story mode of me coming up, and like I need all of that. And I just feel as though with
that Ospreay moveset is gonna be stupid.
Like, yeah, with Austin, like with Creed, like just their minds and just that's like they lane. Like they have a whole video game, like up, down, down. Like that's their thing. So I just feel as though them coming in can really advance what AEW is trying to do, and just as a whole company. And they'll be super over as faces, and you will hate them as heels. Like I feel as though you could just put them anywhere, and they be like they're the best plug and play.
I feel like they gotta be faces to come in. The people
Oh, absolutely. You
so
can't
crazy flying.
Yeah.
Did you see where they was with a fan? I think it was at Oklahoma or someplace, and the fan had on a Kenny Omega shirt. It was at a signing, and they said they was gonna smack Kenny Omega when he seen.
I saw that. Yeah.
I was watching the old beat being the elite when New Day was on there, but they because of the contract they couldn't say anything. They wasn't talking. They was acting like they was trying to fight because they couldn't say nothing. But like they had a
wait a
for a
minute.
long time, man.
before we get too far from Edge and Christian, before we move on from Cope and Christian, I gotta keep saying Cope. David Finlay and Clark Connors jumped them. We alluded to that earlier. So where does this put them? Obviously, Christian and Cope, they ain't no punks. They want the smoke, even though they got the belts. They gonna want their revenge. So where do we see this going?
Well, clearly it puts them to the top of the list if you ask me. Like, you got to get your lick back. And of course, there's going to be some matches. There's going to be some back and forth, some singles matches until we build up to a title match. I don't see them dropping the titles to them. I think you're going to put on some good matches. I think it's going to help get them over. Because to me, they've been kind of like on a losing streak for the past couple weeks or so, like that. Like, they haven't really been winning as much as you probably would want them to win. But it helps to get them over. To be in the ring with those two top guys in the tag team division, it makes you get jacked. You got to match. Like, I don't feel like just being in the ring with them. I don't think you really can put on a bad match. Like, they could carry you if need be. But both of you guys are able to hold your own. But yeah, it's gonna give them a shot, which I do like about AEW. Like, it's really an open door policy, and we could get more to that later, because what MJF did tonight was amazing. Like, I think his segment was crazy, but I'm pretty sure we'll get to MJF later on in the show. But yeah, it opens the gates.
Yeah, I really like Connors and Philly. Like, I was following them in Japan, New Japan. They remind me of two villains from two different kinds of movies. I can't explain it. Like, Clark Connors reminds me like the asshole jerk at the beach with the pretty girl picking on the nerdy dude. And Finley gives me this some kind of Jack Ryan villain, like some kind of bad guy with a nuclear bomb in his suitcase type villain. And I like it, man. And while we talking about them, shout out to both teams' interests at Double or Nothing for the Stampede match. Smoking aces for the good guys, the bad guys. It gave me Warriors vibes a little bit. How all the gangs was meeting up real quick. It was, man.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. Like, it was just a fun match.
And here's something I would like to say. WWE gave us something like that in the pandemic when Otis won the briefcase. Have fun. Give us a stadium match. Why not? Why not? You have the personnel. They all sitting in catering. Give them something to do. Cut some of the promos down. But if they can do something like that maybe once a year too, I wouldn't be mad at it. Make it fun.
One thing at a time. They already got to focus on the Owen Hart Classic. I mean, the John Cena Classic.
Yeah,
it's just a ripoff of the Owen Hart Classic. But we're not going to get into that. One thing at a time, right? Like, don't put too much on those guys' plates.
Y'all going back in. We trying to celebrate AEW.
All I'm saying is
you got like, let them do what they do. They're gonna get it together eventually.
No. WWE has great comedic wrestlers that can also really wrestle. So you have the Otis, Tozawa, Truth. Even is he still tag team champ? I don't know. Seriously, I'm not even trying to be funny. Are they still tag?
They the champs, but he's in.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you got Ilya Dragunov. Like, you have a whole roster of people where do something fun with them. Do a random, like, they shouldn't all just be sitting in catering. Like, we see it every week with AEW. They make use of that roster. From the pre-show to the whatever. So I all I'm saying was I just would like to see how they would do more of a cinematic, like, stadium stampede type match in WWE. That's all I would say. I wasn't trying to break up a comparison or nothing. I think we have a good one.
Let's get to the next match on the card for AEW. Double or Nothing.
Takeshita against Okada.
That was the next match. Did the tag team match?
AEW International Championship match.
Hey, man, listen. I have a feeling Takeshita is gonna. but I can't go against Okada. Like Okada is like my god, right? I can't go against the Rainmaker. Like that's my god, right? From Japan, anywhere he go, just
I love Okada, but Takeshita done lost like 3 or 4 straight times to him. It was about time he lost. He won.
Listen, man, I couldn't go against I picked Okada to win, but I knew in my heart of heart Okada wasn't gonna win. But to me, that was the match that stole the night. That was the match that stole the night.
That was a really
Takeshita hit him with the rage and fire. Right.
that insane.
It was clean. Yeah, it was. They had a few nice exchanges, man, but it was a clean victory in the middle of the ring, a definitive win. Although
I love definitive
we asked
wins.
Okada might not say it was definitive. The guy is still so cocky.
It was a definitive win.
That was more of a New Japan type match.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if y'all know in New Japan, it's a thing where you got Trans Ibushi, Trans Omega. It's a part of the match where they don't feel no pain. They kind of like invincible.
Invisible, yeah.
You know, like I love that, yo.
And they both flipped that switch in that match, like which I like.
We saw a little bit of Trans Ibushi in AEW right before he got hurt, where you ain't nothing you can do can hurt him. Like it popped right back. I love that. So we had a couple times of that in this match, man. This was like a really good. This is like, how old is Okada?
I don't think Okada's young. Like I
I
definitely
think he's like 35. I was like,
yeah. I know Takeshita's under 30 though, right? Yeah, I think Takeshita's under, man. Like, and if you've been following their New Japan careers, this is like a passing of the torch. They're just in a whole nother company. Okada's probably not gonna go back and work for New Japan again. But Takeshita, he has a dual contract.
38. Okada's 38.
Okay. Takeshita got the dual contract. So to me, man, like this is beautiful, man. This is one of my favorite matches of the year so far.
I really enjoyed it.
I think they got a great chemistry. Not just, I mean, technically, you know, coming into the match, they were still on the same team. You know, technically, they was all Don Callis, technically, right?
Yeah.
So, and we have seen them team up together before. But they have just such great chemistry. I love the fact that the personalities are so different. Okada is just such a
dick.
Just he's such a pompous, arrogant guy, and
so
you know, to catch he's a good villain as well, but you know, it's just I love seeing him as being tired of the ego. He's like, yo, man, I'm just as good, or I'm actually better than this guy. This guy's ego is massive. He walks around, it's like 30 of us, and he walks around like who the hell made you the captain of the team?
But that goes back to New Japan because Takeshita won the G1. He won the IWG, everything younger than when Okada did it. Okada didn't like that at all from the rip. Takeshita going over there and just winning. Like,
yeah, they had a little smoke in New Japan. Like, it was like
they just never fought each other. Yeah.
They just never fought each other. So it was amazing to see it play out now because
you know what it's like Shinsuke passing the torch to Okada when he left, when he was getting ready to leave. So that's how I saw this match between them two.
And this is and again, this is a feud. This is something that I want to see play out. I think you could have a really great feud. I think you could have, you know, even more in the series of matches that they have. What did you think about the swerve after the match? You know, when Takeshita wins, the Don Callis family, you know, I would say 25 out of the 137 members of the Don Callis family came out and they kind of was chastising Takeshita for winning, and then out comes Kyle Fletcher. He backs him down. You know, he backs down the members of the family, and it looked like it's gonna be the two of us against the world. They hug each other, and then guess what? Surprise, surprise. Kyle Fletcher says, "I'm not leaving the team." He turns on Takeshita and leaves him laying flat in the middle of the ring. What did y'all think of that swerve?
I think it was
I
fake.
didn't think it was gonna happen. I didn't think it was gonna happen.
I didn't think he was gonna leave Don Callis' family. I didn't see it happening. Not yet. Do I think he's gonna get there one day? Yeah. Yet. But for right now, nah. Because if
Why?
he leaves, then because you really just got Okada. Like you have other people, but
You got Andrade, you got a
yeah,
million
but
other people.
it's different. Like
Andrade, the IWGP Global Champ, right? Like everybody in Don Callis' family got belts, except I think Rocky Romero, by the way.
Right, but I'm talking about, to me, Okada, Takashita, and Kyle was always like the three-headed beasts of the Don Callis family, right? So you can't leave. I can't have two of my beasts leave. Like one by one, yeah, but two leave right now, no. Like I can't do that. Like I don't. It just Kyle Fletcher as a wrestler is what he did to Will Ospreay. You know you can't trust him.
He's a weasel. He's a weasel.
I was just hoping for the swerve where he's just gonna stick with Takeshita and it'd be them two. It'd be Proto Sheeta.
No,
But Proto South.
Kyle Fletcher going for the money. He going for the hype.
Yeah,
he going for the numbers game too.
Exactly. He's not.
He gonna take that L to Takeshita though.
Absolutely. He came back quick as shit though. I wasn't expecting him to be clear for action. When I heard yesterday, I said, "Man, what did your doctors do?
Did you like
supposed to be out a couple months? You came back in a couple weeks, bro. Like,
did you watch them sneak him in the arena? Within the world, he had it's a video. Nobody knew, like not even Callis. Nobody knew he was gonna show up. And
you talking about for the pay-per-view?
Yeah, he was in a wheelchair, and they covered him in black blankets and hid him in a back room for almost 3 hours. Like he didn't talk to nobody except the two security guards, Cheesecake and another dude. Nobody knew except Tony.
That was just the pre-show.
That's fine.
Like he was watching it in the room, but nobody was allowed to go in that room. Only people that knew was the security guards and Tony Khan.
You slid that one in there, bro. I heard you. That was just the pre-show. I heard it.
Women's Owen Hart's women's tournament quarterfinals. The ROH Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena. She beat the Shirakawa. Hey man.
The Flabber champ.
I know that quite often on here, Will is always talking about how dope Athena is.
People
I
got to
think
see
they
it.
should.
Yep.
Got to see it. People got to see it. Will break this match down. What was some of the highlights for you?
Man, so okay. Number one, my favorite thing about Athena, male or female, she's one of the best sellers. The way she was selling her knee, I actually thought Mina had a chance to win. Like Athena, my favorite thing about Athena is no matter who she gets in the ring with, whether it be a jobber or a big name, she makes them look good every time. I do think this is the start of us seeing her more on the AEW brand. I believe in the scrum, Tony Khan pretty much was explaining the ROH situation, and these people they're there to Eddie Kingston. They're in ROH right now to help build the brand and help the younger. They're kind of using it like an NXT right now, if that makes sense. But it has a little bit more relevance. Like her championship matters. Her championship is in the history books. She's defended that around the world. She's defended it in Stardom, Marigold, Joshi, Red Pro. I just think now her job is to just, anchor Ring of Honor. And until Carly Bravo and them lost, all they chance was black.
Yeah.
You know, we like, you know, a lot of people try, I don't want to say little bro it, because it never was a big promotion. But to have a promotion where we anchor it, we've never seen that before. Like never. So all the work that she's doing, you know, Carly Bravo, Shane Taylor, all of them, man. Sean Dean. We about to start seeing them more on AEW. I think Shane Taylor and them got a match coming up soon on Dynamite. It might be next week. But Athena, man, she's just they fumbled the ball with her. She's one of the ones that they actually fumbled with, but she didn't come from that system, so she's right where she belongs. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
She comes from, you know, that indie. Like, it's different, you know what I'm saying? She has the passion, the love. She don't care about the photo shoots. Like, she don't care about none of that. She really loves wrestling. She has her own promotion. She just did her first super show with AEW with her promotion. She's moving, man. So shout out to Athena, man. And I love Mina. Tony going out kind of like, you could tell it kind of like stalled Mina a little bit because they had plans for the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But Mina's so good, man. It don't matter what, she's like a good plug in. Wherever you put her in, she's gonna fit.
I love the fact that match kind of got a little aggressive, right?
Yeah.
To me, it wasn't just your typical, I don't want to sound like that guy, but women's match. Like, one thing I do like about the women's matches in AEW, they get aggressive in there. Like, they really push the limits and compete. Like, if you see the guys do it, the ladies are saying, "Oh, we could do it too."
You
if not
do it
better.
too.
You know what I'm saying? So I love the fact. I love when the action went to the outside, the drop kick to the barricade, and just how, like, it was gritty. Like, it was a gritty match, and I like that for the both of them. But Athena, man, she's good. Like, if you were not familiar with her game, that was your introduction right there, and it was a hell of an introduction.
Yeah.
John Moxley. One thing I say about this AEW pay-per-view, and a lot of the AEW pay-per-views, every match, you know, there's a lot of championships in AEW. It seems like every match has like a big stake to it. This is the AEW Continental Championship match. Moxley defeated Kyle O'Reilly. How would you compare the Continental?
Before we get into that, I just want to say something that you just said, because AEW builds their matches to make every match feel important. They never you never feel as though there's a filler match. Every match on that card was built to be important and to be a big moment for that match, for that card, right? And I think that's one of the big reasons why why you feel that way, and why anybody should feel that way when they watch AEW matches. It was literally one match after another, and all matches felt like they were important, they were meaningful, and they were big. Like, I think some people need to tip their hat to Tony Khan, because I'm pretty sure that's not an easy thing to do, right? And in the match placement to gradually get better to help end the show. Like, that's it's like you're doing a track list to an album.
Yeah.
It's impressive what he did for that pay-per-view.
That's why the eliminator match is so important. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think other companies, I'm not gonna say who, they should do eliminator matches to shake up things a little bit, to make the matches seem more important. The pre-show, you had the Megan Bain and Lena Cross. They had a 5-minute eliminator match. If the girls are the one, they could have earned themselves a title match. And
that
again,
5 minutes felt important.
It felt important.
That 5 minutes. Thank you for bringing that up, because I forgot about that one. But that 5 minutes felt very important. Like, and to build the match, in 5 minutes and have it ending, it tells a lot about the talent that you have too, because you have to trust your talent to be able to go out there and sell it. and get it over in 5 minutes.
Kevin Knight is where he is now because he won an eliminator match. So just to show you how important it is on a weekly basis, those matches, it can do a lot for you. You know what I'm saying? But
the next match,
Moxley and O'Reilly, there was at one point these dudes had beat each other down to the brink of exhaustion. They was like on their knees, hitting each other, like, fighting off their knees, punching back, trying to get back to their feet. Like, I'm like, yo, these guys are crazy. And of course they have that WWE tie-in from back in the days. Both part of, well, the Undisputed Era never made it to the main roster, unfortunately. But those were actually one of my favorite factions of all time in WWE. I think that's one of the biggest. You talk about drop balls, like the fact that they never had a run on the main roster is crazy to me. And of course, we know what Mox did as part of the Shield. It was good to see Mox get a victory, man, because Mox, he's somebody he don't care if he lose.
Yeah, I picked Kyle to win. Again, just following their history, a good upset for Kyle would have been nice in this manner. But again, I like how the main eventer, he came down to the mid card. It was no problem. Kyle got boosted. It didn't hurt Mox, and Mox is good. We're right back in the main event picture. So
I'm just
shout
happy
out
to
to
see
that match.
Kyle O'Reilly actually wrestling, man. Like that whole Undisputed Era, like all of them have been just ravaged with injuries. Like you talk about, this Vision, everybody getting injured, but man, it's like the Undisputed Era. It's been a tough, like, 4 years?
It's been tough for all of them.
4 or 5 years. That's what I'm saying. For all of them, the past like 4 or 5 years has just been crazy.
I think Bobby Fischer.
I don't even think
stuff right now.
I must say, I don't even think he in the business anymore. I think he's doing jujitsu full time now.
Yeah, I think
Bobby Fischer.
Yeah, I think he was going through some things. And I wish him well, but I don't think he was just stable and just in a good place. I think he was dealing with some injuries. I was just literally, it's crazy because I was just saying this to E earlier that I came to the realization that Adam Cole probably is not going to wrestle again. And that won't hurt because I do like Adam Cole as a performer. But to see Kyle O'Reilly out there, it really I loved it just for the simple fact it shows you that Kyle O'Reilly couldn't be in the main event picture. And it showed people that I'm not a role player. Like he's a star in his own right. And he went toe to toe. And it was a close league with some times where I didn't think Mox was gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think Mox was gonna make it, boy. I was on the edge of my seat with that one, like Mox, my boy, you can't don't mess this up for me. But Cobb's like, hell, man, he's a bro. That was a hell of a match. And I love
one thing I'll say about Adam Cole too is like, why even feel worse that he's not able to wrestle now is that like people like Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, really the whole Undisputed Era, Seth Rollins, like they worked their asses off performing in the ring to get it, Sami Zayn, Ricochet, to get it to a point where you don't have to be the 350-pound guy anymore. You could be just a regular looking cat and be a main world heavyweight champion. I mean, you look at MJF. MJF, he's of a athletic build and athletic stature, but he's not no 6'5". He's not like Roman Reigns or over Femi or none of these guys. Like he doesn't have to be a super heavyweight to get over. And like this would actually be the perfect time for Adam Cole to be wrestling with so many people his size or maybe even a little bit taller than him that he could get in that ring with, and so many great workers. Like it's a really renaissance in wrestling right now, and it's a shame that Adam Cole not just with his in-ring ability, but with what he brings to the promo game. Like everybody says, "Is Adam Cole, baby?" and it's story time and all of that. People, people love him, heel or not. So him and MJF would be killing it. So, but we do have one guy that's an incredible wrestler. People say that he's might be, some people not even might be. Some people say that he's the best thing going right now. That's Will Ospreay. He beat Samoa Joe. And this is the match I probably was anticipating the most because I'm a big Will Ospreay fan. So the fact one in Owen Hart, what was this? Quarter. This wasn't the semifinals. This was the quarterfinals. Um, being Samoa Joe. I mean, I feel like Will is gonna win this tournament. I said that before, but
I feel like too. The story's there already for him to win.
and he hit a couple of hidden blade. Like he started off the match with the hidden blade. He hit the hell out of Samoa Joe to start the match, and no, actually he won the match with the hidden blade too at the end. But again, great back and forth. We saw the cocaine clutch. We saw some high flying moves. We saw the styles clash. We actually saw Samoa Joe do his famous just walk out the way when Will Ospreay was trying to give him the backwards moonsault. So it was fun.
This was a love letter for Ospreay. He always talks about what got him into wrestling, and it was a 3-way match between AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe. And it was on his bucket list to wrestle Samoa Joe because he had never done it. So from that perspective, like I was hyped to see it, man. And it did disappoint. Like I was shocked he got Joe for the Styles clash. I'm not even going front.
And he got him out with ease too. It wasn't like he was struggling.
Because Joe is a lot heavier than back when him and AJ fought originally in TNA and had that he hit him with that. So it was just a great match.
I will say this. Another hot take of Dips. Will Ospreay is probably a top 5 professional wrestler right now.
I don't think that's a hot take, brother.
But you might have some
people say that he's number 1. He's Uno.
He's the top. Like he's up. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have MJF personally at number 1, right? I personally have MJF as number 1, but Will's my second. Will's my second, and I'll just say MJF because it's just like his style of wrestling. It just he can give you that 80s style. Like he just does so much in the ring.
Everything.
Yeah, he does everything, and it's kind of like I don't feel as though wrestlers don't wrestle like him today.
Yeah,
like
MJ.
And he has the best promos.
Yeah.
Anybody keeping kayfabe alive is my favorite right now. MJF has to be number 1 at that. By the way, for the people listening, watching, his gear at Double or Nothing was head games with Darby. He was Surfer Sting. I don't know if you remember, Surfer Sting had the orange tights like that. Who was it against Flair?
Yeah.
Was it against Flair?
I believe so.
He can't remember.
But he definitely had orange tights against Flair.
Yeah, I think he did.
And before that, his outfit, his match before then, Hana Kimura, the Japanese wrestler who died, it was a tribute to her. So I might have to agree with you only because Ospreay been out for a while with the injury, and MJF is a great ambassador for pro wrestling.
Yeah,
that's like he's been everywhere making the rounds, doing media, speaking his mind.
What I love about him, not to cut you off, one of the things that I love about him a lot is that he's so young, right? 30 years old.
30 years old.
Yeah. We'll speak it into existence that he's gonna be injury free, right?
Yeah.
Figured at 30 years old, he got another 20 years to go. at least 15, but another, if
another 20.
another
If that
20,
hot,
right? Like
remember, if
his
that
career,
Hollywood career,
just for him being, such, exhibiting such great microphone work, like that's gonna just give him an extra 5 years to his career.
Yeah.
Just to cut a promo and get a match with is 5 minutes, and even if he gets his ass kicked in 5 minutes, just the fact that he's gonna talk everybody into the building is gonna add an extra 5 years to his career. So
And,
hey,
and, and here's
I
the
love
thing for you. I feel as though when MJF is done being an in-ring performer, he could be a Bobby Heenan type manager. Like I feel as though that,
give him a tennis racket.
yeah, I no, not even like I just feel as though, being for real, just how great he is on the mic, he's only gonna get better as he get older. If he's this good now, just imagine how good he's gonna be in 10 to 15 years. Right?
Yeah, I think what may cut his career short is the acting, because as great as he is as a wrestler, I think it's only gonna be a matter of time before he finds that role. I think we're gonna see it real soon where he finds that role that's gonna like really translate into Hollywood.
Let's not say
Like he's
real
he's
soon.
getting his feet wet, huh?
Let's not say real soon. Like it's because I still there's a bunch of MJF matches that I want to see going
I'm
forward.
not I'm not saying his wrestling career is gonna be over.
Right, 'cause
I'm just
No,
saying
no, 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 no.
he's
I'm
gonna
not
find
ready
that
for this,
role.
bro. I'm not ready.
No, I think MJF loves it so much that he's gonna want to do it
He's
at least another 10 years.
he's gonna be more Cena than Rock. Meaning, like Cena wants to come back around. The Rock has something to sell, so he's gonna come back around.
Now, yeah,
MJF, when he leaves, he'll be back around whenever he wants. But we got to remember too, he was a Broadway actor before he was a wrestler. So he has that advantage over 99% of everybody else with the microphone skill. He's a performer. He's made for it. So imagine indie wrestling skills and Broadway skills combined.
And I will say this: MJF definitely just said in a recent interview that's a bidding war coming up soon. Another bidding war coming up soon. So
he ain't going nowhere.
Hey man,
only way he'll go somewhere is if the other place improves their product. He's not gonna go down there and water himself down for nobody.
But a bidding war is a bidding war. It just sounds good. It's just
I don't think
the bidding war is good for him because he can go to TK and be like, hey, WWE offered me this. So that's where the bid. He's not leaving.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to leave.
Hey man, never say never. We don't know. He could to be honest with you, when that bidding war comes, he would have fought everybody in AEW.
I'm about to say that's the only way I see him go. That's it.
He would have fought everybody 10 times over. So
yeah,
we want some new challenges. But again, before we get off Will Ospreay, tonight at Dynamite, he started to show off. I thought it was a little weird the way they started to show off with him backstage with Kenny Omega. I thought that was, I don't know if I would have started a show coming from a pay-per-view like that. I probably would have started the show with MJF and him being the champion. I thought it was weird how they started it off like that. And, he was backstage. Will Ospreay was backstage with Kenny Omega, and Kenny was like, yo, man, you can't trust the Death Rider. They tried to kill you, bro. They tried to break your neck. And he's like, he was saying, yo, you not here. He's like, Kenny Omega says, you damn right. I can't be here every week. I ain't gonna be here every week, but when I am here, I got your back. What did y'all think of that segment?
I think that planted the seed when what Briscoe told Takashita, like, you don't need Don Callis. Like, I think that planted the seed for the match once he wins the tournament, him taking on Moxley again and actually getting a win this time. So I think that just planted the seed of you don't need them, right? So it might have not seemed like much now, but I think it'll be a defining moment once we get to the end of the story.
Mm-hmm.
What you think?
Yeah, I see the same thing. It's unusual for me because they usually start off right with a match.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I wasn't mad at it because it plays into the story what's going on. So, I'm genuinely curious as to where it's going to go now. Like, is Will going to be in a position where he's going to have to choose between Kenny and the riders? Is going to have to, like, you still got United. Ospreay is in the storyline in New Japan right now too. He just won the trios over there, but he's also beefing with the leader of United, Imp Calum. Like, this shit is crazy right now, bro. Like, if you love wrestling and you pay attention, everything with Ospreay is the best storyline going right now.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Because it stretches across 3 or 4 different promotions. Just so y'all know. Like, that's crazy.
Well, I stated. By the way, I wouldn't be mad to see Ospreay and Omega go one time. I think that that's probably even though Kenny Omega is not at 100%, he's coming back. I'm not sure if he'll ever be back to where he was. Obviously, he's getting older, and age plays a role in it. But he's still, even at 80%, he's still better than 90% of the people that's wrestling today. And I'd love to see him in Ospreay one more time.
Hey, the good guys killed it.
I would like this.
They killed it in suits on Sunday. They wrestled in suits.
That was dope. That was dope. No, they didn't wrestle in suits. They wrestled in suits and ties. Like, they all had ties on.
And they all had some fire kicks too. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I was kind of mad to see what some of them guys was wrestling in. You had the, I think the Jacksons wore the Virgil joints. One homie had the Griffies, one had the Bloodline 12s. I'm looking like,
Lashley had the bloodlines.
Hey, y'all just out here acting a fool with it.
Hey, Jack Perry had on lug boots though. He had on the Birdman lugs.
Yeah.
I don't know if nobody noticed that. I was like, hold on, does Jack Perry got on lugs?
Nah, but at this point in Kenny Omega's career, what I would like him to see him do, because he's one of those wrestlers that's done it all in professional wrestling. He's won all the titles. He had all the big matches. He had all the big moments. At this point, I want to see you like go into like a Chris Jericho type role to help elevate the Ricochets and those guys who need that feud and that big win to get them over to the other side.
Right?
I do want to see you have one more big feud, but I really want to see you elevate, the guys that's gonna carry this company on once you put the boots up.
Yeah.
So I see him in that road. I would love to see him and Kevin Knight, the Jet, Kevin Knight in a big match. Have a good feud. Like, it's a lot of people that can use, Finley can use a good feud with you to help him get him over as a singles competitor in, AEW. So, I would like to see him more in that road. Yeah, do I want to see him in Ospreay in a big feud or Mox in a feud again? Absolutely. But I think after that, then let's go help, get that mid card over and get some of those guys into the big title picture.
The New Japan connection with all of them will be easy because that's where Kevin Knight got started. He's from Atlanta, but he was a young lion in the dojo. So shout out. It's so many ways they can go with that. But Kenny Omega, man, he's cooking. I like his work rate. He's not doing too much because I don't want him to wrestle too much. Then he had to be out for injury. Like he's doing. Like, we ain't really seen him until the Stampede match, right? He was just.
We haven't.
Hey, so I mean, he was cooking, man. I'm trying to think.
And he looked good in the Stampede match too.
He looked really good.
He looked good. So,
like, I was everybody killed. Like, when I tell you, everybody should have all heel and face. They should have locked hands and bowed after that match. That would have been. It was fun. I remember people last year reaction to Anarchy in the Arena with the music and stuff. A lot of people didn't understand it at first, where I'm like, it's anarchy. It's not supposed to make sense. And
That's
in New York, if they would have been allowed to go in the crowd and stuff, if that match would have
Crazy.
been even crazier.
That match would have been crazy. But no
Yeah,
blood, no crowd work.
I think New York is, Chicago was it for a while. It might be New York, might be AEW's new town, man. They can't get in the Garden, but I've been the fan reaction. It's New York and Chicago, man. This the biggest two reactions.
Well, let me ask y'all this: what did you think of the Poison Rana from the apron to the floor, Bandito versus Swerve Strickland?
That was. I know we said Okada Takeshita was the match tonight. I think Swerve Bandito might have been mine. God damn, that's all I can say.
That was like a match I made in their style. Match made in heaven. Like it was just
the build of it, like Swerve running through Bandito's little cowboy town and beating everybody up, knowing everybody else. Like the whole build, and it's just like I want to fight you because you're the best. It don't even need to be no crazy storyline. Yep. So Swerve is probably going to end up taking that Ring of Honor title off of Bandito
at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so? You think he's gonna go back for a Ring of Honor title? I feel like Swerve needs to be stepping up to MJF. Damn near everybody is stepping up to MJF.
AEW isn't afraid of double champs. They're not afraid of double champs.
Honest title don't mean he can't go after MJF either. That's one thing I like about AEW. Just because you got that one title, that don't exclude you from going other places and getting titles. He could literally become a belt collector.
Mm-hmm.
Like the options are endless. He can say, you know what, I'm going over to New Japan and I'm going to kill.
If Kyle O'Reilly would have beat Mox, he would have been a double champ because they're the trios champ right now. So, I mean,
Miss Mercedes on this pay-per-view, guys.
I think she might be the wild card, but that's neither here nor is it either gonna be her or Tony? I think.
Yeah, I think we was talking earlier. I want to see. What I really want to see is either at Forbidden Door. I really think they got some big things planned for London, right? I think that London show is a show that I think that's really gonna be the show. But I want to see Kairi Sane, Tony Storm, and Mercedes Moné in the triple threat.
When is Clash Italy?
Next
Sunday.
Week? Yeah.
It's next week, right? Sunday.
No,
yeah, okay.
Yes, May 30th, Sunday.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
What's in June? Crown Jewel?
Crown Jewel.
When is that?
It's actually my favorite day of the year, June 27th. My
birthday?
Oh, so that weekend is gonna be Crown Jewel and Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door.
They doing it to themselves again.
Crown Jewel gonna be crazy. Y'all wilding. Crown Jewel gonna be stupid.
Why you say that?
Because of Jacob and Roman. That's the only match.
Nah,
it's
not. It's gonna be the finals of the King and Queen of the Ring, and it's gonna be some more matches.
Can I just say something without like? I don't want to make this about WWE, right? So I'm just gonna say this. And when did the last time the King and Queen of the Ring matter?
Last year,
when Booker had it. When Booker was the king?
Nah, y'all wildin'. The King
Xavier was the king. It didn't do nothing.
Listen, brothers, the King and Queen of the Ring, they get a title shot at SummerSlam, so it matters a lot. Last year, Cody won, and he got his rematch with John Cena. Last year, Jade Cargill won, and she got her championship match, and she rode that to WrestleMania, so it matters a lot.
Okay.
AEW World Championship title match. Hair versus title. MJF against Darby Allin. I ain't gonna lie, this was actually my match of the night. I was with it. Usually, Darby, he scares me, man. Like I'm, not scary as like a little kid seeing the Undertaker, but I'm genuinely in fear for this man's safety with these spots that he was doing. And at Double or Nothing, he didn't fail me. He did something else where I'm just like sitting at the edge of my seat, like
You really gonna do it?
like I'm like I be praying, yo. I actually be praying for this dude, man, because I do not want to see him get injured. This dude
I'm
did
the
a
same way,
coffin
bro.
drop. He did a coffin drop
Off the scaffolding.
off the scaffolding over the signage that said AEW onto MJF, who was on the table, and drove MJF through the table.
Hit him with the bang bang before he jumped. Shout out to I love that little hat tilt to Mick Foley when he did the bang bang.
That was dope. That was dope.
But one
That was
thing
dope.
I could say about Darby Allin, because I seen him at Evolve and things like that before he actually got his shot at AEW, he never changed up. Darby Allin has been the same person since I saw him the first time in a ring into now. The first time I saw him in person, I had like the what the fuck is he like? What is he doing? Like, yo, is this guy crazy? And just to see him now, and it's just like, nah, bro, that's just Darby.
He's like
It's-
Jeff Hardy without the hip hop. Do Darby listen to hip hop? Is he in the hip hop? I don't think so, right?
He seems more.
I mean, he was living in Atlanta.
Yeah. That's
He was living in Atlanta, so he had to. You know what I'm saying? I think he still lived out here, by the way.
Because
To that.
he just reminds me of Jeff Hardy without being tied to the culture.
Hey man, he might have some West Side gun in his Serato. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he lived with AR Fox. He lived with AR Fox, so he.
But listen, that wasn't even. I mean, that move was probably the illest move, but a close second was him taking the pile driver on the overturned ring steel stairs, and it was like the real pile driver. Like I'm like, it was MJF. He's executed, man. That was like the Paul Orndorff pile driver. Like he's into that pile driver mode. I'm like, God damn, man, how much can this kid take?
I loved it. I loved his reign. I loved his title reign. I don't care how if it was short. That man had 8 title defenses in 30 days. 8 title defenses in 30 days.
Challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, and played out in the match. He passed out. He hit his head. That I don't know if you noticed he was bleeding from the back of his head. But that helped. He passed out, Scorpion Deathlock, and it was over for him after that. But that was a hell of a run.
First and foremost, that was probably one of the craziest matches that I've seen. And it literally had me on the edge of my seat because it was times in that match I was looking like, yo, MJF is really about to be bald. Like, this is crazy. My man really about to shave his head. And then it's just like, I really thought it was over until my man just passed out. And I was like, whew, MJF, you caught one, boy. Go ahead and wrap this up. Wrap this up and bring the title home. But I want to walk something back, and I usually don't walk things back. But I remember when Darby Allin first won the title, I was really against it. Like, why would you take that off MJF? Yada yada yada. Match I didn't like. I want to walk that back. I think Darby was an amazing champion, right? He defended it against any and everybody, from being on the golf course and defended the title. Like, it was just like he really made the fans proud, right? And
it was one of the most fun title reigns.
Yeah, like
saying like in that, not to cut you off, but in that 30 days, that was like a more fun title reign than a lot of people that didn't held the belt for like 6 months or something like that. Like he did a lot.
He fought a mix of veteran. He fought a mix of veteran and up and coming talent.
Yeah.
So you can't ever be mad at that. But I again with him,
And he got his ass kicked in every match. Like the shit that Tommaso Ciampa, I haven't recovered from what Ciampa did to him in that match.
Yeah. But I know like when Darby won, I was trying to explain to people like, bro, he's coming off of a high of climbing Mount Everest, and he didn't die.
Yeah.
He planted the AEW flag in Mount Everest, so came back gas. He took MJF by surprise. That's why he squashed him real quick. Me personally, I wanted MJ. I picked Darby to win. Because I wanted MJ. I think the more entertaining story for me would have been MJF hiding the bald head. I could see him get a Burberry do-rag, or a Burberry Pooh Shiesty, and him hitting the indies and wrestling and trying to keep the mat. Like, that shit would have been
I
genuine.
said straight wigs, bro. I said these straight wigs. Like,
Bro, a wig would have been hilarious.
Like, and when the wig get pulled off, you run out the ring, you go under the ring or something, like try to get your shit together and come back. Like, I think
Yeah, he was able to wig with a chin strap.
Yeah,
A wig with a
yeah, I think NBA, if he was to go balls, he would have did something amazing with it. But
yeah.
You would have pulled it.
Hey,
3-time champion at 30, man. That's incredible.
What's the significance of that?
Not a lot.
There ain't too many people.
It's a very
Who's The Rock?
The Rock.
Hogan. Not Hogan. The Rock.
No, I think
Is it
that
Brock?
man up there.
I know Shinsuke and Okada is up there. Shinsuke was a 3-time champion before he was like 28.
It's up there.
Yeah. When I tell people that Shinsuke was fucking Cody, Jey Uso, John Cena of New Japan, they don't believe me.
Now,
But yeah,
Shinsuke is one person I would like to see in AEW. I would like to see him and Okada finish some of their business. And, I know he says it's quit, but man, I wish we could see AJ Styles against Ospreay, man. But let me not get too far off the beaten path. Let's get back to MJF.
Hey, man,
He came
never
to
say never.
Never say never. Never say never. He was on Dynamite tonight. He came. He was sitting on the throne.
Here's the list: is MJF, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, John Cena, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Okada.
Yeah, that's the short list.
List of wrestlers that was 3 times heavyweight champions before 30, man. So that was big. Like, it really winning that title put him in a very prestigious group of people, and who are all legends, by the way. So, yeah.
And no offense, every interview, same interview, he said the bidding war about to happen. Same interview, he also said he wanted to make his legacy without having to go to the big show like Omega and the Young Bucks. So for him to do that, and I have to
go through that, he wanted to be the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
be considered the greatest of all time without going to WWE.
Yeah, and
he's also a hell of a star.
Yeah, so
he is.
Who's coming?
God bless.
Again,
what y'all think about AEW Dynamite tonight? The first person to step up was Jack Briscoe, and then Rush came.
That's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. You got challengers coming from everywhere. It's not the same 2 people for 2-3 months at a time. You got challengers. You got to really, literally watch your back. You got to watch your back, yo. And you got hills coming up the hills. It don't matter. It's about the best competition. I love it. I like that everywhere. Every time MJF has the belt, everywhere he turns around, there's 3 or 4 people coming at him. I don't know if anybody ever noticed that.
Of course. I mean, I think what plays into it perfectly as well is that the fact that nobody likes MJF. So it's like people want to fight him anyway, but the fact that he has the belt is like, oh, we got to get this nigga even crazier. Not the belt.
I think it was dope. I think that Mark Briscoe came out there and challenged them. I think it was absolutely hilarious the way that MJF responded to it. Pretty much told him, yo, you don't even have to look to be a champion. Like, get out of here. But then Roosh come out. He was like, you know what? You want your title match tonight? He was like, yeah. He was like, nah, next week. Just like, it's little stuff like that that just make MJF like an asshole. And then he was like, oh,
You like pretty much you think you cool because you can speak other languages? Okay, senor. And I'm like, shit. Like, shit.
that was funny. That was
Yeah,
funny.
like I was looking like, yo, I see why people dislike you, but I'm rocking with you.
He's the
MJF
kid.
is just
He's the
good.
kid. He's the high school kid bully in school in the movies that be putting kids in lockers and stuff. So you know who he is? You ever watch Step Brothers? He's Derek.
Yeah.
You want to punch me in the face, don't you? You want to punch me in the face.
Yeah. But now, you know what I like though? One thing I do like about even with Chris Statlander and a lot of those guys, you just came off a huge pay-per-view and you right back at it on Wednesday.
No days off.
Right back at it on Wednesday. You know, Chris Statlander was in a street fight to close out Collision. You know, MJF was out there. You just won a title. It was no, oh, we gonna give you 2 weeks breaks and you gonna do promos with the title. My man, you wrestling. You have a title match next week, right? So it's just like I like that. We get it right back in play.
Kevin Knight's heel turn. 97 Rock.
Yeah.
97 Rock. When he went from Rocky Maivia to the Rock.
Yeah.
Like
I did think that when Speedball held his hand out, I definitely thought that he was gonna give him this fake handshake hug and then kick him in the nuts. But I also like the fact that you just brushed past him, popped him in the head with the microphone. It's just like, I like this version of you, but we gonna need some new music and everything. Like you can't come out
Repackaging.
like you got to repackage him.
go back to the original music. The Jet, the with Montezi. Shout out to Montezi. Go back to that original record.
And also, I just want to throw this out there because you might be seeing a big name from TNA pop up in AEW soon. It's been a lot of speculation that boy Leon Slater is leaning heavily towards going to AEW rather than going to the big brother in New York. So if Leon Slater come there, that's really gonna change the game for
When is his contract up? Is up soon?
it's over. I think it's either about to be up or it's already over.
Yeah, I think either if it's not over this summer.
Like it's
So-
very
WWE better not let that boy get out the building.
It's really not. It's really not. I hate to say it's not up to them.
He's not American. He don't see these foreign
you gotta
wrestlers don't see WWE the way we see it. They don't.
I don't think
Leon
that's true.
Slater, he's still
Okay.
actively wrestles in Rev Pro. Him and Will Ospreay still actively wrestling Rev Pro. So if you go to certain companies, I had to cut ties.
He never stopped wrestling AEW guys since he's been in
Yeah,
TNA.
like-
It just indie
Like
matches.
he's
They
been
not on
wrestles
TV.
them on the indies.
Yeah.
Like he has relationships with these guys. So it's
He did have a match scheduled for Mania weekend that was pulled. So that might also play into him wanting to not want to re-sign either.
But
And-
I think that was pulled because of some back end stuff between who's running TNA and
Carlos, they say he was mad because AEW decided to be on Thursday. But if they get
Yeah,
free
like,
in it
he
because
took
of the
it as a-
playoffs, what can they do?
yeah, like he took that as a slight, but then they had to give him grace because my understanding, he's green in the business, like he's new to the wrestler business, so he don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of
I like it, man. Wherever Leon lands,
Wherever he
nobody
go.
funded.
Yo,
He
have y'all ever
he
seen?
gonna be fired.
Have you ever seen Hill Leon Slater?
No, not yet.
Yo, Hill Leon Slater is crazy. If you go on YouTube, he actually wrestled Will Cruz. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Rev Pro, one of them, and Leon Slater was the Hill. When I tell you he is so entertaining as a Hill, crazy word.
Okay.
Before we wrap up, what's your expectation for the Jet? As the heel, because he looks the part, man. Like when he was coming to the ring today, man, I was like, yo, he looks like a bad guy.
But before I get started, there was one thing I hate about tonight, Dynamite. The worst thing about Dynamite tonight was Speedball's outfit. I hated that goddamn jacket so much.
Yeah, like what the fuck was?
I hated that jacket so
Like,
much.
it was like a fly karate jacket. Like, what you got going on, bro?
He dressed like he was on the Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah,
All right.
Y'all not looking at Speedball to be a fashion icon, like
My point is, what I like about this was we saw two people get elevated. We saw Speedball. He's about to get elevated to the TNT title picture, and Kevin Knight's going for the big title. I think that's why Okada lost to Takeshita too. He announced 2 weeks ago that he was going for the big title. And it caused Andrade was a little jealous. So we looking at a whole nother story now that's gonna play up within the Don Callis family. But Kevin Knight, man, I think he's gonna be great, man. Tony Khan is obviously he believes in him. He put the rocket ship on his back.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to Tony Khan for believing in the wrestlers of color to not just to look good in a loss. And this is not a knock to anybody. They don't just look good in the loss. They're actually being featured and being able to speak and
get a real opportunity.
So Kevin Knight's gonna be fine.
I like Kevin Knight. I thought it was dope that they didn't just leave, after he causes chaos in the ring, he beat up his partner and, got booed by the fans. I like that they didn't just leave it there. Like he went backstage and it was a payoff. Like he talked all of that stuff about he was the last person to beat MJF, and then who would he see backstage but MJF? And when Maxwell tried to walk away, he touched him not on the chest but on the belt, and was like, "Hold up, I ain't finished with you yet."
But one thing MJF did that I don't think people realize, he kind of discounted him. Like he pretty much told him like, "Keep dreaming, kid," or something like that. But it's just that Kevin Knight, he's a real contender, right? And I really just feel as though everything that was done tonight, centering around Kevin Knight, just showed you that he's a factor and he's gonna be a big name player in that main event title thing. Trey turning on, Speedball, that segment with, with that segment with MJF and just like the stopping him at the title, MJF pretty much telling him, well, anybody dream big, kid, or something like that. I think it's just throwing more charcoal on that fire that's already burning. And Kevin Knight is coming. I don't know if he's gonna come this year, because I think you just have to build and put him in storylines and things like that. But I definitely anticipate next year he carries the AEW World Heavyweight title.
Part of me wanted Speedball to turn heel with him tonight.
No,
Maybe
I don't want that.
I would like to see what a heel Speedball is like.
Not yet.
I think that would be very entertaining as well, especially because the way he talks, he would be an obnoxious asshole Canadian heel.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Down the line, someone. Yeah, because you can't have everybody heel. Right?
Real, no.
And I will say this: like the heels that are heels, they are really big personality heels.
Yeah.
And so we kind of like let some guys be neutral. You don't really know where they land. Like to me, the Death Riders, you really don't know where they land. Are they heels? Are they faces? You think that they're heels, but then you shake hands after matches. The respect that Moxley shows in the ring to his competitor is crazy. So you really don't know. But before we wrap up, I will say this: if Will Ospreay stays in the Death Riders, that will be the scariest fucking faction that they have. Did you see them tonight in a trios match?
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane.
We also got to watch him and Pac. We got to watch him and Pac now.
Yeah.
Like it's so many twists and turns, and I love it.
Yeah, so many. It's like, it's just not three main stories. Like it's stories everywhere you go. So I look forward to what AEW has coming up. I look forward to Saturday. I look forward to next Wednesday, as he likes to call them, pay-per-view Wednesdays. Because you always gonna get a big match. Tonight we got Claudio Castellona. I always mess up his last name, but we got Claudio, and then we got Brody King. You know what I'm saying? Two big sluggers going at it.
That was a good match too.
It was a good match. So it's kind of like you always gonna get that one that brings it all home. So next,
you know what I would have did. One thing I would have did different. I would have let that Takeshita victory breathe last night and just have that be the only focus. And then I would have had Kyle Fletcher make the return tonight and turn little. You know what I'm saying? Just so you could have a big shocking moment. Because to me, like after a pay-per-view, it's always great when you have a shocking moment, a surprise at the next show. But other than that, I can't complain, man. AEW continues to do their thing. So we're gonna stay tuned into them.
Hey, then in the next month or so, we're gonna start seeing these people from other promotions, so they can start getting Forbidden Door together. So be on the lookout for that.
Man,
So-
then that 90-day no complete cause should be done in what is that after WrestleMania? So yeah.
Yeah, August, early August.
If anybody pops up, is gonna be in London. Sean, you trying to be out there?
I ain't been across the pond in a minute. I ain't mad at that. That's what, August 30th, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk. We can shut this down and talk. about it, but-
We have to go across. I ain't gonna lie. I've been definitely wanted to go to the joint or in London. So
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it. Shit, let's
I've
do
been
it.
to Kurikan Hall in Japan to see a New Japan match. And that's it. So that's on the Tokyo Dome is on the list now for me. But yeah, man, I got to go ahead and see that.
I think we're gonna bring the wrestler, the Rap on Wrestling podcast live from London, man. I ain't mad at that, man. I ain't been across the
That would be fly. That would be fly.
Let's do it. We gonna conspire and we're gonna figure it out. But big up to my brother Dip, big up to my brother E Will, Nick 816. Nick, you better get your Spurs together, man. I don't know what they
man, I thought you was gonna cut us some slack. You know what? That's crazy. Just because y'all swept the Cavs, like don't be trying to put the pressure on other teams, man.
I'm pulling for the Spurs. I want to see the Spurs win.
Y'all Knicks fans been talking and acting different since y'all got to the finals. Like I'm not y'all,
but
y'all
this
acting like y'all
next
so y'all acting like this is like a normal thing to y'all. But I'm gonna let y'all have y'all moment. I ain't gonna give y'all too much slack. I will say the last time the Knicks went to the finals, I was in middle school.
I was a senior in high school. I was graduating 99.
Listen, I think Spurs and OKC is gonna go 7 games.
Yep.
I think the Spurs. I think Wemby is gonna get his mind right. He showed to me. He showed a little immaturity last game, but I think he gonna come out as a whole new beast. 7 games. I would like to see the Spurs do it. I want to see. I want to see our brother Nick team win.
Nick, and I want to see that rematch from the 99 finals too. Like it was the Knicks versus the Spurs. So I think that'll be a real big full circle moment. But Wemby got me real excited game 1. Like he put up them crazy numbers and then he just went like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with y'all. Like, like you gotta do this again.
Nah, he be reading his prize pick numbers and be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it today, yo.
Yeah, like you gotta get
Yo, do you realize he had like 3 or 4 rebounds in like the first quarter and nothing for the rest of the game?
Yeah.
Bro, that was pissing me off.
Listen, OKC, they ain't no chumps, man. They're the chairs for a reason. I feel like OKC, they really shifted the trajectory of the NBA when they gave, Hartenstein, that's our guy, but to me, I ain't gonna say they overpaid for him, but they paid him double what we was gonna pay, what we could pay for him. We could only give him, I think, like 16 million. They give him like 32 million a year to come off the bench sometimes. So
it worked because he won the title.
It worked. It worked. You know what I'm saying? And if we still had Hartenstein, I mean, will we have made the trades for Cat? Maybe not. I don't know.
I wish Dante DiVincenzo was still there.
Yeah, I want Dante DiVincenzo back so bad. Like I actually
the Villanova boys, right?
Yeah, I actually was making scenarios in my mind because next year is his last year of the contract. I was like, well, damn, maybe he could get bought out next year and then come to the Knicks on a lower contract after they buy him out. But for one, I don't think that would happen. But two, he got that torn ACL, so he's not gonna play again until he's a free agent. So we'll see, man. We'll see. He's out next year because he tore his ACL in the playoffs. So
it was the playoffs, right?
Yeah, so he probably won't play on next year. So,
but hey, I'm a Nets fan. Shout out the Knicks, man. I got no beef with them.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Y'all right across the river. You know what I mean, I want to see y'all do good. I'm a Lakers fan. You know, I'll be in La La Land.
Yo, Cleveland and Boston, man. You owe my Nets, so thank you, man. Y'all got Jared Allen.
That's a fact.
Y'all got some people for James. We got rid of James. We got rid of Jared Allen to get James Harden, and James Harden ended up in Cleveland anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. If I was a GM next year, I wouldn't offer James Harden no more than $15 million per year.
He got a player option. He's taking that. He ain't going nowhere.
Taking that, but I'm trying to get you up out of here, Jack.
I know Donovan was looking out on the bench like we really gave up Darius for this. At least Darius played defense. But if anybody don't know, I can't stand James Harden. I'm not a fan.
I don't think any team with James Harden on a team will ever win the championship. He doesn't play championship basketball. He's a liability.
You know what got me when I realized he doesn't ride the bus with his teammates.
What?
LeBron, he has a Suburban that follows the bus. He doesn't ride the bus with them.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Think about that.
Braun a diva. At least Braun be in the trenches with the gang.
Yeah, man.
LeBron is good, man. LeBron might be a Knick next year, man. We don't know.
No, that's not gonna happen.
I know the Knicks ain't breaking. If they win, they're not breaking up that core.
That's not gonna happen.
I think I could see LeBron taking a veteran minimum to play on the Knicks because he's gonna get the money elsewhere.
If Braun goes anywhere, he goes back to Cleveland and wraps it up.
Nah, now with that shit show that he.
Hey, now with that coach thinking they up 3-2 analytically.
Yo, analytically, yo, my man was at the person say, yo, analytically, we won.
I've never heard that before, yo. That's like when you playing video games, your little cousin, and you win, so he started saying the game was cheating.
No, man. Like when he's saying
game was cheating. Hey,
because I'm looking like, what are you talking about?
Y'all got blasted by like 15 points every day.
Son, y'all was getting blown out almost every game.
Yo, Michael Bridges was over. Then I think Landry Shamet only missed 1 3-pointer the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
Michael Bridges shooting 70%. Like, what are we talking about?
I know it was over in that series game 1. Because then they have the Knicks down by like 20 or something going into the 4th. Like once you lose,
they took their heart.
1-point comeback. You don't like it took your heart at that point.
It's hard to recover.
Yeah, you can't come back from that.
Hey, remember they was talking about firing Mike Brown because he was joking after they lost and he was eating the snack. And everybody was like, firing Mike Brown. As soon as they lost after they did that to the Hawks, they went on an 11-game streak.
Mike Brown got the sauce.
Yeah, man.
We back.
Yeah.
We back.
Up next this year.
I got Knicks in 6 in the finals.
It depends on. I'm not gonna hold you. Depend on who they face. I got another sweep.
I'm looking at the way there we go. I'm looking at the way these two teams look against each other. The Knicks will jack both of them up, yo. Easily.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I like all of this talk.
It was easily. Because I remember when Detroit was bubbling, they was like, oh, Knicks too soft to go with Detroit. If Detroit placed the Knicks in the playoffs, Detroit gonna beat. Son, ain't nobody messing with the Knicks right now. Like, they are really playing on all one accord. But the only thing that worries me about the finals, if y'all do play OKC, I fucking hate SGA game. I hate it. Like, you just a beta.
You talking about the 17 foul shots the last game?
Yes, like you
17.
I don't like that.
Hold on, did you see the foul? Did you see him flop when Darian flopped?
When my man, like he didn't even touch him, and he got.
Hey,
come on, son.
They playing. Hold on, they playing dirty. I seen a couple of times Chet step on Wendy's foot at the fry line, and got away with it. And Tony Brothers, stop laughing with the OKC players. Stop doing it. You're a referee, my brother. You're supposed to be impartial. You calling fouls on San Antonio and then laughing with Lou Dort. That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
That's a terrible look. That's a terrible look.
Terrible look.
Listen, either one who win, I feel good about my Knicks, man. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna see y'all the next episode. We got to do our Clash in Italy preview.
Yeah.
And yeah, we be back, man. We coming right back.
Let's do that Friday after SmackDown, man.
No doubt. Let's do it.
So we know what's going on.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.